All right, what's up, Andres? Introduce yourself to the fans.
Yo, what's up? It's Andres Cortes, pro boxer, 13-0.
Andres, and so what age did you start boxing?
I've been boxing since I was like 5 years old.
And I saw that your brother boxes as he used to box. Your brother?
Yeah, yeah. He used to box, but he's actually making a comeback, so be on the lookout for that.
Okay. And I saw that you've been in there with numerous world champions like Antonio DeMarco. Um, what was his name? He's not a world champion, but Genaro Gomez. I know you fought Carlos Balderas. You fought a lot of top names, Teofimo,
Yeah.
and you fought. Uh, in what national did you fight Teofimo in?
So I fought him at the youth both years. I beat him both times. It was both at 132. So it was back to back. So 17, 18.
And that was what year?
Honestly, I'm not too sure,
Sure.
but that was by like so I would say like 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you fought Carlos Balderas. What year?
That was around the same time.
Same time.
Around the same time. So I would say like 5 years ago, because I did about like 40 fights within those 2 years.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was just really good.
And how many amateur fights did you have in total?
Like 130.
130. Oh, snaps.
Yeah.
And like you were fighting basically like every week, Andres?
Nah, I've been fighting since I was 8. So I was going to like all the tournaments I could. So I mean, the tournaments, you get 5 fights in 1 week. 3 fights. So I've been doing that since I was 8, and I mean, I've been really active. I never took breaks. I never took any time off. Every time there was a show or a fight or a tournament, I was always there to fight, ready or not. So that's always just kind of been me. So I've been, I got a lot of fights in.
Hell yeah. And did you go to normal school, bro, or did you do online classes? How did that work with boxing?
I went to normal school. I went all the way to my junior year. I dropped out. Because I was on the USA traveling team, so obviously I couldn't travel and be in school. So I tried to stay enrolled and stuff, but they kicked me out because I was missing too many days. And so by the time I did get back, I was gone for like 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks. By the time I did get back, they had already took me out of school. So I just decided not to go no more. And then my senior year, I would have been pro. So I decided, taking just focusing all on boxing other than school, which I didn't really want to go to college or see myself going to college. So
I see. And tell the fans, Andres, like you went to what country did you go when you fought in the USA team?
I went to Serbia.
And how many fights did you have out there?
I only did 2. Stuff was like real unorganized. We got there like a day before, and it was opposite schedule. So the fights were like crazy. So I literally got there from like a 17-hour flight, and then fought, and then I fought again, and it was just crazy. Like everything was out of control. So I didn't do how I wanted to, but I beat Russia the first day, and he was like a gold medalist. So it was a big win, and then I fought France. And these are guys that had like full training camps, and with the national teams. And for some reason, our team didn't. We just did our training camps on our own. So I didn't actually get to go to the OTC for the training camp. So everything was different. And I mean, sometimes the teams get there like a week before. We got there a day before. So a lot of things were off. But it was just a great experience overall. So I take nothing from it, and I just look back and, it's great memories.
Yeah. What gym did you like before you went to? What gym were you training before you fought out there?
I was at Mayweather gym,
At
but
the Mayweather?
Yeah, I've been at almost, every gym in Vegas, pretty much. And I used to train in Maywood, California for like 6 months. So it's
I
pretty cool.
I seen that. I wanna let's before we talk about that. So you're saying basically everybody on the USA team, they were at the Olympic Training Center, right? Except for you.
Oh, no. So no one had a training camp.
Oh, no one
We
did.
we just all trained. We just all trained at our own spot. I guess at our normal gym.
Yeah.
So we did our thing. And usually how it is you get the a month or whatever at the OTC, the Olympic Training Center. For some reason, like I said, our tournament we didn't have that. So
I see. And I saw Josue Vargas was in the team with you. Who was in the team with you?
Josue Vargas, Charles Conwell, Dylan Price, Mark Dawson. Shakur was supposed to go, but he ended up not going. Miguel Tio. Forget who else. I remember the other. I don't remember the other people's names, but there's a lot of good fighters.
Yeah. Okay, Andres. And then you said, because I did see that, I saw that you used to train at Maywood for a while. How'd that work?
Pretty much, I just had some problems out here, in Vegas. So I just want to go train. I want to go live with my grandparents out there, and so it was just really close. And my brother actually knew Mondo. My brother knew Mondo from the Junior Olympics in North Carolina or something like that. So we had that little connect. So my brother we just decided to go there since we already knew him.
Hell yeah! Shout out to the Maywood Boxing Gym and Coach Mondo.
Yeah.
So okay, you said you had around 130 amateur fights, and at what point did you say I want to turn pro and go to Mexico? What was the decision? What made you say I want to go pro right here?
Me turning pro, it was way before that. I think when I was 17 or 16 or 17, I was already trying to go pro. I already wanted to go pro. But obviously, it's not just okay, you turn pro. It's more than that. You got to take steps into doing that. And so I feel obviously you know when it's time to go, and I've always had good skills. So I was ready whenever, man. Honestly, I didn't care about when was the time. But I always talked about it when I was 16, 17, and I already had people trying to sign me when I was 16, 17 on management deals and promotion deals. But I never really. I always kind of wanted a bigger promotion, and and me going to Mexico was just, at the time, Miller Promotions was going to sign me before I even debuted over there, but I just kind of seen it was kind of taking a little bit too long, so I decided on going out there and getting it on my own with my family and stuff, so we did that, and I did 3 fights. I wish I would have done more, but, it was a good experience, and sooner or later, I got called by Leonard Ellaby and, got signed.
Hell yeah.
So, it's all just destiny,
And so once you got signed to Floyd, did you spar? You spar Floyd for the Conor McGregor fight, right?
No, I didn't. I just took a picture with him. Yeah, I actually didn't. It was just a picture. I never actually got a spar Floyd.
Oh, I see. Have you sparred any of when you were signed to Floyd? Did you spar any of your stablemates Josue Vargas or
I sparred pretty much everyone in my weight class.
Well,
even around 140, 147 now. I sparred most of the around my size, most of the Mayweather Promotions fighters. Even before I was signed, you name it, I sparred on. Really, all of them. You
spar Juan Harold is Rollies and.
I sparred him. Yep. Just all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
There's not a name that I didn't spar.
Hell yeah, I seen it, man. I think it was the pound for pound gym. I think the pound for pound.
Yeah.
You and your bro. Like, and your bro was like, man, what he say? He said, take out all his energy. Like, you're a dog, bro. Like, you be hitting
Yeah.
these dudes with the body shots, they can't take it.
Yeah, shit. Well, my style has been changing.
Mhm.
I used to be just a straight baller, and growing up, that's what I really like to do. I like to, just fight,
Uh-huh.
and I wouldn't use brain. I just go in there and fight. And me getting wiser and more experience, there's a lot more than that. And so you got to protect your health, and it's boxing science. So you got to use it and have fun. It's not just about who's tough or who's strong, or you gotta have fun in there and enjoy it. So I mean, do your thing, and you'll look better and have a more successful career. Doing it smarter.
Exactly. Very true. Dress and so you left Mayweather Promotions, and you're independent right now, correct?
Yeah, free agent.
Free agent. And your last fight was on a top rank card, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And are you looking to sign with top rank now? Or like who?
Yeah. I'll have another fight scheduled, but I actually tested positive for COVID. So,
Ooh.
yeah. So when I was in I was already ready to go. I was in the building and everything. So, I mean, that was Halloween. So it was not that long ago. So, now I'm waiting on a new date. But we're definitely. I'm definitely trying to sign with a top rank. I'm trying to do a good deal. Which right now we're pretty cool. We have something going. Nothing confirmed or locked yet, but we're going fight by fight. And I'm pretty happy how they're treating me and stuff. So I do see myself saying with top rank.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Bob Arum.
Yep.
Andres, and I want to talk more about the Teofimo fights. So it was a total of 3, correct?
Yeah.
And let the fans know. So the first 2 went to you. Won the first 2, correct?
Yeah.
And then Teofimo won the third one.
Yeah.
Is that someone you want to fight in the future? I know you're at 130. Right now he's at 35.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Obviously those are just one of the fights that in the future, they have a story behind it. It's a fight that already has its own little build up, and
Exactly.
there's always kind of been tension between me and him. Even our first fight, second fight, third fight, it's a lot of tension. So even the last time we sparred, there's a lot of tension. So, it's definitely something that would be an amazing fight for the future. Right now I'm just under the radar, but definitely I will be. I think 2021 will be my showing out and coming out party, and I think that's when I knock down the door and really come into the boxing scene and the boxing world. But yeah, I'm 130 right now, but I feel comfortable at 35. My last fight, I was gonna fight a 35 pounder. I can go 35-30. I just do want my world title first at 30, and then I'll go up at 35.
35. And when you
so, yeah.
And Andres, when you say tension, talk to the fans. How was the first fight you guys had?
The first fight, it was. I want to say my first fight with him was the easiest one. I want to say, I seen his skills and stuff. I thought he was good, but when I got in there, it wasn't all that I seen. Honestly, the first fight, I stick the move on him. The first fight wasn't close at all. Even the third round, I had him hurt. It was really easy. I was really comfortable the whole fight. Easily won it. He took his loss. He accepted his loss. He shook my hand. Everything was cool. The second fight was where I got more physical, and he was for some reason he was holding me a lot. So I got physical and started roughing him up, throwing him down, and I won another unanimous. It was a little closer, but it was because he was holding. He didn't really let me fight, and he wasn't fighting. It was just a lot of holding on his part, and I obviously he was holding because I was hurting him, and he was just uncomfortable. And in the third fight, it was actually the national Golden Glove. So you got to win state regionals, and then you go to nationals. So I did all that. And I actually, like 2 weeks before the fight, or the tournament, I actually caught a virus in my eye, so I couldn't see out of my eye for like the 2 weeks before that. And then obviously it's the national Golden Glove, so and it was in my hometown, so I didn't want to miss it. And I didn't train. I just lost weight, and then that's really it. And I was not trained or anything, and so that fight was really close. It wasn't like that he cleared me out or nothing. That fight was really close, and I actually hurt him in the first round, but like I wasn't trained, so he was able to pull it away from me. But yeah, it was a good fight. But I know if I was trained, obviously it would have been another EDW. There's just a lot of shit that people don't know. About me having a virus in my eye, but like exactly. I said, I mean, I don't make excuses. I go to fight, ready or not. I'm going in there to fight. So it's a good thing and a bad thing, but and I take it differently. That was all amateur stuff, so
right. I mean, I want the fans to know, because it's history, and it's gonna later on in the future. People like the build up. Exactly.
Yeah. We got a good story.
Hell yeah.
We definitely, this, like I said, it's a little bad blood.
Bad blood.
Nothing like to see them and all this beef, man. It's just in the ring.
In the ring.
We go. We're in the ring, we're enemies. You know what I mean? And he knows that. So they, they avoid me. They don't.
That's right.
I'll tell you right now. They don't want no part of me.
And Andres, because I seen, man, you be like the face-offs be getting lit, bro. They be getting lit. I don't know what fight it was. A couple fights. Like you guys were going, like, before the fight. The face-off was there was a lot of like tension between you guys. I forgot, it was like a couple fights.
Yeah, I mean that's just what I love. That's my kind of fight. I definitely like to get I like to just show my opponent down there to fight.
Right.
Nothing else. I'm not trying to scare him.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to talk shit. The things that I say and the things that I do is because I want to fight. You know what I mean? It's not because I'm doing it for show or nah. I'm doing that shit in the way is because I'm excited to fight and I can't wait to go. So obviously you see your opponent in front of you. Everyone reacts different. But me, I get excited. So
100%. And so who else did you fight in the amateurs that?
Man, let's see, Carlos Balderas, I fought Devin Haney, I fought let's see, I'm gonna go, I gotta check my box record. Got a lot of names.
I know you fought Rojas too, right? Rojas? Free.
Which Rojas?
Rojas, the older brother. Freddie? Yeah. Yeah, beat him. And then I know you sparred Genaro Gomez. How was that work?
Realistically, I was young, but at the time it was pretty easy.
And then
it was nice. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, he was honestly, for at his level where he was at. I mean, I was real shocked how easy it was for me. I was young, so.
How old were you right there?
I was like 17. He was already men's team. So I mean, a lot of these guys, I didn't got in the ring with them, and I was shocked. I was shocked on how good I did. Not knowing. I mean, not saying that. Obviously, I don't think I'm up there, but it's just sometimes you see them and you're okay, they're tough, but you get in there and it's a whole different story. They're not as good as you thought they were or that they look. So
Interesting. And a lot of people don't know that, because some people. So yeah, guys, we were just talking about how some Andres was saying, like, sometimes a fighter could look really like a monster, like a beast, and then once you get in there with him, they're really not what you thought, and which is very true. Um, like, you could surprise yourself with, like, if you. I feel like if you believe in yourself, Andres, like, you could be anybody in the world, right?
yeah, definitely. It's all true of my game. At the end of the day, because styles do make fights. Ain't nobody ever fought yourself. You know what I mean? So no one, you can't tell something until they step in the ring with you. It's just like fights like big for like Gervonta Davis or Santa Cruz. A lot of people thought Santa Cruz was gonna win. And Gervonta Davis knocks him out, but we would have never known if that fight would have never happened. We would have never known. So, and it's the same thing with a lot of these fighters. You think that there's something, and then certain people get in the ring with them and make them look like shit, and that's boxing.
That's 100%. And is there anything else you want to tell the fans, Andres?
Just stay tuned. We got big things coming up. Like I said, 2021 is a big year for me. I got big fights, 10-round fights. Now I'm staying ready. I'm hungry. So, man, I'm blessed to be where I'm at, and I'm in a good position, and I know that I'll be at the top. Like I said, 2021.
Hell yeah. And where can they follow you, Andres?
My Instagram is _Cortes97, and I got Facebook _Cortes.
Hell yeah, guys, check him out. Check out Andres. He's a beast. He got body shots like no other. He could fight his ass off, and not just that, he got the swag outside the ring too. I seen it. He got the swag. He got the, like, he know how to dress. He got that swag. He got that swag outside the ring. But anyway, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. And this is Marco Flores, and this is Andres Cortes signing out.